switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, stay by my side. We gon' run, no we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black.
Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Brown 80. Watch the pass. Check 26.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, Benjamin. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Flush to his right, and that's off the mark, incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Allen on third. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
On second down, here's Fournette. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, Dobbs. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Call it a 1-yard gain of the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
319. Watch two. Rabbit. 5 wide.
On first down, Benjamin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First and 10 at the 30.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
I'm coming after you. Check, go get him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Alert! Go!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Jones has it. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. An effective 7-yard third-down conversion.
And that's the big fella's M.O. right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. 53 at the mic.
Now on 2nd and 13. Dobbs. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. To throw on 3rd down. Dobbs trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first down, Benjamin. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the run, it's Fournette, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Gun, Dobbs, going up top for Miller. He's got it at the 15. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Shit. Middle.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They're on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands. But he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
On 3rd down, Dobbs. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Fournette, a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Coming to you, coming to you. Alert 3 is home run. Check 13, check 13. Hey, he's crashing.
Again, it's Fournette. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
This is Fournette. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Fournette. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Turn up. Kill, turn up. Check it back, check it back. Check 99, check 99.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hey, echo.
From the 27, Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Watch the twist. Greystone, travel.
A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 64-yard attempt.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bills send the punter out as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run with Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the shotgun, here's Downs. Going deep this time for Miller. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let him know, let him know. Half 85, half 85.
Allen now looks to throw. Got an open man. It's Foster. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. A shotgun give to Fournette. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Come on, set. Tackle.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Now Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Allen to throw. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw is Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Didn't we see season once in the playoffs? So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season, but right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.